hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm reading now for the month of May. This is a brief introduction. I wanted to show you the deck I'll be using, the decks. This is the Tarot of the Mona Lisa, and it is particular because it is based in part on the Rider-Waite deck. But it differentiates, it diverges in so many ways, and you'll see as I read them, I'll be showing you the cards. And I'll also be using the VERA SIBILLA deck that I love so much, and then I'll use the Neapolitan cards if I need them, and the runes, a set of onyx runes, heavy onyx runes that are really grounding. Well, let's get on with the show. Hello, hello, hello. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. We're concentrating on you. What's in store for Cancer in the month of May? What's in store for Cancer in the month of May? Cancer in the month of May. What's in store for Cancer in the month of May? Let's see what's in store for Cancer for the month of May. Very important month for you, Cancer. Let's take a look. Let me first show you the cards. This is the Lover's card. The Nine of Swords. The Emperor. The Page of Swords. And the Star. So we have a progression. We have the reading seems to project forward as well. Now there are two of these cards. The Lover's card, I believe, yeah. The Lovers and the Nine of Swords both talk about the Gemini period. Now, we are still, the beginning of the month is the Taurus period, and the end of the month, from the 20th on, is the Gemini period. So there will be a shift around the 20th, and we'll talk about that right away. You'll be coming into the month asking yourself, what am I going to do? There's something heavy on your heart. There is a decision that you need to make, or you feel that there's a decision that needs to be made. Others are wanting you to make a decision. Okay? Or any of the above, or all of the above. In any case, you're in a situation that requires you to act. And how do you act? It is precisely that acting, because you know it's imminent. It is in that month, in May. You have to make a decision, and that is going to cause you sleepless nights. You can count on that. It's something weighing heavy on your heart. It's something that you have difficulty with facing, and because you're only seeing the bleak side to things. And it's almost immobilizing you from taking action because your fear is affecting you in such a negative way. There is this Emperor card here, and that talks about your environment. The environment is one, it's an Aries card, the Emperor, and it is an action card, and it is your environment, your context, where you're working, your romantic situation, or all of those above, your family life. They're compelling you to take action, and it is this stress that you're feeling that is causing you, Cancer, such difficulty. It also is a situation where it's not the others, it's not the situation, it's not everyone else. What you're reacting to is the way you are taking the situation, and the difficulty, these sleepless nights, the fear of having to make this decision, is you yourself that is conditioning things. So the reading is pointing to you, whereas you're seeing everything as being stimulated from the outside. Also here, emotionally, you have the need of speaking. You need to converse. You need to, spill your heart out. And that is what would bring you ultimately to have the necessary to let's say, make, have, how can I say, make good with or benefit from, there it is. That's what will make you benefit from an orientation of sorts. So how can I put it? You talking to your neighbor about the situation, and they're saying, look, when I was in that situation, I did this. So it is that interpersonal conversation, the communication that you interact with others, that you entertain with others, that will lead you to an orientation of sorts, will tell you how to go, which decision to make in the end, all right, or to take in the end. Very interesting, but very challenging as well. Let's start with the first card, this Lover's card, and see what these Sibylla cards can help us with. The nearby church is ringing its bells. It's 5 to 11 in the morning here, and they're very loud. Dang, da dang, da dang, da dang, da dang. Okay. Riunione, the meeting card, Costanza, Constance, and Allegria. Now, here too, these cards are echoing what the star card is telling you. They're saying that the more you interact with others, and it has to be something of an ongoing nature. It's not only one-off. You have to interact with others in order for you to come out ahead in terms of your feeling the pressure to make a decision. It could be as simple as deciding to retire, or changing jobs, or making a decision in terms of a loved one. You want to leave them, or accepting that they have another lover. There's a whole bunch of different realms that this could play out in. And the more you interact with others, even just your simple neighbor or a friend, and just without making them privy to your situation, touch on the generalities, and you'll feel that they will in some way help you to take a decision, to move, or to even change your mind. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the pressure you're feeling at a psychological level. All right, let's see. I'm going to look at the card that has to do with action and that fear that is underlying the entire month for you. Okay, look, there's this fedeltà, the fidelity, omaggio di preziosi, the gifts, and artista. This is could be a person, could be a scientist, could be someone contemplating his fears, and this is, as I am seeing you, and it's an ongoing process. This is part of your nature, Cancer. On the one hand, fidelity card's telling me, yes, it is part of your nature. However, your nature can also help turn around the situation, because if you, and I'll see if I can make a comparison, if you are able to objectively look at your situation and take cards, for example, and write on those cards different scenarios, and switch those cards on the table differently, just like how I do with the readings, you'll be able to see things from a different perspective without removing the cloak that you keep all the time of your head standing in your light, standing, up to the ideas, the ideals, and the ideology that you always have. You can be true to yourself, is what I'm saying. But what we need for you is to remove yourself from yourself and see things a little more objectively, so that you can be your best counsel. Oh, hope I got that out, and I hope you understood what I just said. It's difficult at times, when the cards come out and they're shouting at you, and it's, give them one at a time. Let me get that information out one at a time. There's sometimes cards I see the Sibilla work very, very well with the tarot, extremely well. And this tarot deck is the Mona Lisa tarot is such a wild deck. It's a quite a different deck from the other tarot decks, and they interact with each other very well. All right, now, the Emperor, we took the Aries card, the action card, and what am I getting here? Intimacy, Imeneo here, Mercante, the merchant, and Pensiero, thought. Of course, if we had any doubt, these cards are telling us that it spills over in any domain of your life. If it's a romantic problem, it will, it will affect your work life. If it's a work problem, it will affect your romantic life. If it's a family issue, it will affect both the other domains. But it's the action that needs to be taken because you want to take the action, not because others want you to take it. Okay, I'm going to take 3 cards on these last 2 cards. The interacting, that will give you orientation. And what do I see? And they're, reiterating, look, militare, the military, secrets, conversation, and conversazione, and ammalato, illness. What happens if you keep things to yourself? Very, very negative outcome. And they just say, if you do not interact with others, you will feel the brunt of that lack of interaction, and there'll be less orientation for you. You will not know where to go, where to turn, how to decide. Let me take the runes now, Cancer, to see what their casting can help us with. Right, Merkstave. Yes, don't move. You have to find your voice in a situation that is here and now, Cancer. Don't look anywhere else. Talk. Interact. You will work out things your own way if you do it now with the help of communication with others. It's something that you can, hagalas, it's something that you cannot avoid. This is something that needs to be taken into consideration, needs to be done. You know it, Pedro Brightstave, you know that. Let me do all of the others and I'll show you then. Okay, look. All the readers out there, you can understand when I say it is difficult. You throw out a spread and all the cards are glaring at you. They're screaming at you. And this is, when I put the runes out there, they come down like an axe and they ultimately give you the final judgment, okay? And the judgment here is that if you do not interact in that way, nothing will get off the ground. You can accept this period of anxiety as going on for months and months down the line. Also characteristic of that, if you do not interact and have other people help you get their ideas, attraction, the law of attraction, abundance is not in your game. It just will not be coming your way. You're not seeing the key to things here. Manat's right in the middle, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, what clear message is that? Manat is telling me interaction, face to face. Look at that as if they were 2 people with, facing each other. And, I can only say, see if there's anything, Cancer, that I said that will help you in some way. This is VERA, and it's saying that, Cancer, you're a person that needs time, and you will have to take time before you make the decision to nicely interact with others, but interact you should. The reading is counseling you. Whew! Cancer, namaste. I hope this was of help to you. And thank you, all you older subscribers, for sticking with me. I appreciate your support. Welcome, new subscribers, to my channel. Till we read together again, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.